Hey, what's up guys? All good? I am Jelly, and today I did this intro that I used to do many years ago here on the channel because we are going to test mods released at that time. The time that many call the golden era of Minecraft. I'm going to test a mod for each year, going from 2017 to 2011, to see if they are still good or if they've gotten stuck in the past. And besides, I will set up a tier list separating the epic mods from the ones that age poorly. And if you think you heard me say this last week, don't feel crazy. Actually, this is part 2 of the video testing mods for each year. With that, welcome to another episode of our series that comes out every Monday, Geleia Labs. And the first mod on today's list, which starts in 2017, is called Drones. I wonder what this mod adds, huh?
Wow.
Maybe it's very difficult to guess. He adds nothing more, nothing less than a drone that attacks you. Dude, look how weird this is, man. They are drones that are hostile mobs. And you can fight with the drones. You thought it was just another remote control mod that could be used to control the drones, right? Actually, he adds these creatures here. But that's not all. Imagine you found a drone in your world. How are you going to protect yourself against it and other hostile mobs in the world? How are you going to protect yourself against it and other hostile mobs in the world? Hold on, I need to take down this drone first. A block of redstone, a quartz, 2 repeaters, 1 diamond, 2 diamonds, and you will have the drone constructor. Imagine you encountered a drone trying to attack you. You just have to put your drone on the ground, and there you go. You have a drone friend that you can turn off. Hi! It does not only attack other drones, it also attacks other mobs. Where is my drone?
Oh, brother, look at that.
There you go. Maybe it's not very durable, but that's what drones are for. You can also use more than one. All of them are going to be your friends. They will have their skin. What if you ask 3 drones to attack a creeper? The 3 of them are going to die, man, because the creeper explodes. Be careful, do not deal with creepers using your drone. But it's not over yet. Besides making a constructor drone, you can make a disruptor drone that instead of using a repeater uses a comparator. And this item here is used for when you're surrounded by drones. And then you need to just right click and all the drones within a radius of 16 blocks. I'm gonna die. Well, I'm back on the tier list again, and this is the continuation of the tier list from the last video. In my opinion, the drone mode will stay here on the thumbs up because it adds a new mob. A way to attack this different mob. A new pet. I liked it. We have the Mouse's Mobs mod. As the name suggests, it adds mobs, and they are really, really cool mobs. For example, there is this carnivorous plant called Folia. She attacks the mobs. You can use her to protect your base. But of course, it attacks the player too and deals a lot of damage. The most interesting thing is that from a distance, it just looks like a normal bush. But if the mob gets close to her, she's going to grab it and fight against this mob. It is it! And she drops a seed. With this seed, you can plant another one of these and wait for it to grow. But even so, it will attack you when it gets big. This mod also adds the Pharaoh's Ronot, which is like a boss. If you get close, he wakes up. And it starts attacking you with really cool powers. Look, it throws you far away and stuff. You can notice that he doesn't take damage, right? He can only be hit when he misses his attack. This one, see? Then you can hit him in the back. This is the only time you can deal damage to this creature here. So be careful. You need to dodge his attacks when he does that. He sticks the weapon to the ground and you come after him and give a little pat. And when you kill him, the drop is nothing more, nothing less than his gun. That's a great weapon you can use against other mobs. Even if you hold shift and right click, you can create this really crazy effect here. And it also drops the helmet. That is indestructible. There is also Frost Maul. That is another really crazy boss. I defeated him here with 1 hit because I'm strong, right? But basically when he wakes up, he creates this ice crystal in his mouth and releases some very bizarre effects that pull you in with the ice and you start taking a lot of damage. It's really cool, dude. The mobs in this mod here are insane and have insane powers. He is immune to the effects of bows, arrows, and projectiles. And the crystal he drops, you can launch ice tornadoes at the mobs. And these tornadoes freeze the mobs. And they also cause damage. There's also the grotto. Hey Naga, these raptors here. And the sunbird. This here is a little mob that doesn't work to defeat it with a sword. They are just sending it to the jerk. It is born in caves. You can find it in the middle of this mining. One interesting fact is that if you defeat him with a silk touch pickaxe, can you get the growth ball? Is a naga that bizarre flying creature?
Whoosh! Set fire to things!
They usually attack in groups. And the sunbird is this creature here that emits solar rays. You can find it in a temple in the savannah. And he spawns the other little creatures. He's a very tough boss to defeat. Plus, there are several other items that you can check by testing the mod. But it is one of the best Minecraft mob mods. So that's why I'm going to put it here in the category. It's cool, man. It's one of my favorite mods. When it comes to creating a mod pack with good mobs, that's why I'll leave it here. Now let's go back in time a bit to test a mod from 2015 called Vampirism. As the name implies, this mod lets you become a vampire. And to do that, it's not very difficult. You need to be bitten by a vampire until it has this effect here, bloodthirsty and vampires. And if you survive for 20 minutes with this effect, you become a vampire. When you become a vampire, after 20 minutes, you jump higher and move a little faster. As a vampire, you can't stay in the sun because you burn. Your character gets these cool little eyes here, see? Your life also increases. Your character gets these unique little eyes here. Look, does your life also improve? And to survive as a vampire, you need to suck the blood of mobs, okay? But the mobs turn into vampires when you suck, so be careful doing that. Do not suck blood from evil mobs because it's bad for you to take damage. Of course, as a vampire, you need to sleep during the day and in a coffin. And when you sleep, the game turns to night again. But anyway, sucking the blood of the mobs is really cool. You can level up, you can become a really fierce vampire, fighting against other vampires too. And this is the Vampirism mod from the year 2015. This mod has a lot more stuff than I showed. But from what little I saw, I would put him here in the thumbs up category along with these other mods that I found really cool. But they still don't surpass the mods up here. Now let's go back a little more in time to the year 2014 to test the Jurassic Craft mod. But we're actually going back to the Mesozoic era of planet Earth, because I'm going to teach you how to get a dinosaur in Jurassic Craft. It all starts here in these fossils. What you can find mining in your world. But if you try to break it, it's impossible to collect without plaster and bandage. Having this little piece of paper, you will click on the fossil with this paper and you will basically collect an encapsulated fossil. There is a fossil of a Brachiosaurus here, a fossil of a Gallimimus, and a fossil of a coelacanth. With these fossils encapsulated, you will place them in the cleaning station. You will put a bucket of water on it too. And after cleaning, you will have dinosaur pieces. I have here the bones of a Gallimimus's arm. Look how cute the item looks when being cleaned. The next step is to come to the fossil grinder and place your pieces of fossils. Sometimes you will get some useless items like bone meal. And sometimes you will get a fabric. What is needed for the next step? I just got some Brachiosaurus fabric here. With the fabric of Brachiosaurus, you will come to the DNA sequencer. Place the fabric on one side, place an empty disc on the other side, and this little DNA bar will start to fill in. To make your life easier when crafting, you can install a mod like Just Enough Items. Add this part here to the player's inventory. And in this part here, you can click on the items and see how they are crafted or made. After that, you will have a disc. And this record is going to be of a quality. You will need to join 2 discs of the same animal. So I'm going to get a record here with 85% quality of the Mosasaurus. And another disc with 15%. This here is 100%. Then you just put the 2 discs together in this machine. And wait for the process to be done. And now we finally have an album with 100% quality. Having this record, you will come to the DNA synthesizer. Put your disc at full capacity. Place an empty test tube made with 2 pieces of glass. And these nucleotides, which are very easy to make. Just heat water in a furnace. And you will have these nucleotides. And after waiting a little while, you will have your dinosaur's DNA. Having this DNA, you will put it into this embryonic machine, along with an empty syringe that you do like this here. And with this Petri dish, you will make with 5 glass panels. And then you'll have the Mosasaurus syringe. With this syringe, you will insert it into the embryo calcification machine along with the chicken egg. Exactly, a normal chicken egg. In other words, the chicken came before the dinosaur. There you'll have the Mosasaurus egg. Then you might say to me, but Jelly, I can't put the egg on the floor because you need the final internship. This here is the incubator. In the incubator, you can place your dinosaur egg. Put that moss as fuel. And your incubator is going to start incubating. And you will have dinosaur eggs. Already shocked? And here I have a domesticated Parasaurolophus. If I want him to follow me, I just need to right-click on him, click to follow me, or set him to wander the world. I also have the Mosasaurus, which is this really tiny little dinosaur, but I have the impression that he is growing. There is also a Triceratops, Ogallilimus, the Microraptor. And all these animals here can follow you if you make them follow you. Hey man, you can have a dinosaur creation inside of Minecraft. Very, very cool, right? And besides being able to create your own dinosaur, this mod adds several categories of different items. Many cool things for you to try, including explorer cars. Hey brother, check out this cool little car here. It even cuts the grass too. The car leaves a trail, bro. And besides all that, you have a helicopter. To fly the helicopter, just hold space for a long time. And you can leave, flying over the world in search of fossils, in search of dinosaurs, in search of exploration. Like, dude, this mod here has such an insane gameplay that it is really worth it. As always, it's time to review the mods. And for me, there's no discussion. Jurassic Craft is here, along with Better Nether in the little trophy category. He is one of the best modifications I've tested in this video. If not the best, in my opinion, of course. But it's because I really like dinosaurs. Now I'm going to send it to the year 2013 for the Too Much TNT mod. This mod, as the name suggests, adds many different TNTs to your Minecraft. Also add these dynamites. And he has always been very popular in Minecraft, but few people know that he first launched it in 2013. First, I'm going to show you some TNTs, like the TNT 5 times, which makes a mess 5 times bigger than a normal TNT. It's going to explode. And look at the size of the hole. Big hole, right? But there's the TNT 20 times, which are 4 times larger than the one we just tested now and 20 times larger than a normal TNT. Yes, it's going to explode. And it started to lag a bit, look. But here it is. And now let's go to TNT 100 times. Now I want to see, brother. It's loading. It's igniting, it's lighting up, and it's going to explode. Now it's going to freeze. Look, I'll keep moving so you can see how the game freezes when it explodes. Hey, look, it crashed. It exploded with a force 100 times greater than a normal TNT. But these are just the first TNT. Before blowing up the next ones, I want to show you a new mineral that this mod adds. And the ore in question is this sulfura ore. Oh, sulfur. I don't know how to say it, but breaking it, you can get gunpowder. Each person gives 5 gunpowders, which is enough to make a TNT. And it's an easier way to get gunpowder at the start of the game without having to keep killing creepers, right? Look, there is a little more ore here. No, this one is just regular charcoal. The crafting of TNTs, for example, once, twice goes roughly like this. 4 normal TNTs become 1 TNT 5 times more powerful. 4 times 5 equals 20. On the 4th day of the 20th, it becomes 100. 4 days of 100 turns into 500. To make Meteor TNT, you need 500 times more obsidian and lava. And I'm going to choose 9 TNTs for us to test here in this video. Okay, I'm already inside a cave. I need to get out of here, so let's test the TNT 500. In here! Look, this TNT here is going to be 5 times bigger than that gigantic one we just tested. And I want to see if it finishes up to the surface so I can go out and test the other 8 that I selected here. Okay, it made a gigantic hole. Exposed a lot of ore, a lot of things, including these nuclear remains here. But you didn't dig all the way to the top, right? Actually, there is a bit of a block here for us to get up here then. She already gave a big help. There is this TNT here that seems to be the one from flat mining. I didn't quite understand what she does from her name. Shall we test it? Okay, makes sense. I liked it. For those who didn't understand, let's go downstairs again. It will make more sense. Let's say I want to do some mining, but I don't want to dig the first parts of my mining. Just lay the TNT flat on the ground, and she's going to create a big hole like a real mining operation. Look. There's also the compact TNT. I don't know what this TNT here does. Could it be like a... Oh man, I got it. Oh my goodness, It is a TNT that stores several TNTs inside it. And I dug a huge hole, causing a big mess too. Let's leave the cave because now I'm going to test the TNT house. This TNT here promises to create a house at the moment of explosion. Let's see if it works, right? Look, put it on the floor. Activate. And let's see. Cool. We have a house. Inside this house, there is a crafting table. Could there be any hidden secrets here? No, just a small house, really. There's TNT for drilling too. She has a little picture of a drill, and when you activate it, it'll probably start drilling through a lot. Yeah, exactly. Wow, dude. She dug a well all the way to the bedrock. And it showed various minerals, look. Now we're moving to the TNT God category.
First, let's test the Pompeii TNT.
What does a volcano promise to do, right? Based on what's next to it? Let me step aside here because it looks like this is a big deal. Oh my god, she blows up the whole world, brother. Wow, dude, that's so strange. Wow, destroyed everything. Don't drop a TNT like that in your world, seriously. Why create a volcano in the middle of nowhere, right? One of the strongest TNTs in this mod is the TNT Revolution. What is this TNT here with the colors of the French flag, right? Let's put it here, wow. Alright. It starts off like Pompeii, but it doesn't set things on fire. I expected more. Before showing the dynamites, which are these throwable items here, let's show the Chicxulub TNT. It looks like she makes a meteor fall from the sky, right? Let's take a look here. See where this meteor thing is. Let's see. Wow, it's coming. Oh my god. My god, everything exploded, man. Wow, oh my gosh, brother. You can put it at your friend's house to have some fun, but don't put it near your neighborhood. Let me see here. To make it, you need meteor, TNT, and uranium. Wow, now that it's loaded, the damage is done. I thought that was it. What madness. Big pothole. And there are the dynamites, right? There's the meteor dynamite, which is this one here. They probably spawn a small meteorite. The little meteor fell. I wouldn't say it's such a small meteorite, right? There's the flat mining dynamite, which I've already shown you. The TNT, but the dynamite is basically like that, see? You can do several, and mining there, she puts torches for you. Automatically, right? It has a timer dynamite too. I don't know what this is here. Oh, she just stands there waiting, basically, until the time passes and it explodes. Yeah, it's a pretty weak little TNT. How about the TNT from the floating island? It steals a piece of your world and throws it up. Look, this is cool here if you want to make a floating house, right? Weird, bro. This mod is really cool. For me, this TNT's mod is really good, very complete. However, I don't see myself using this mod a lot in my mod packs there. So now he gets to the thumbs up part, along with most mods. Traveling now to the year 2012. 1 year after the official launch of Minecraft, we have the mod, the Mutant Creatures. And he adds mutant creatures to Minecraft. When he released it back in 2012, there were only the mutant creeper and the mutant zombie because there weren't many mobs in the game, right? 2012, Minecraft is newly released, version 1.2.5. And look, the animals tried to attack me, but they ended up attacking each other by accident. Now they're fighting among themselves, man. Mutant creeper versus mutant zombie. You're gonna drown there, man. Then as the years went by, the mutant skeleton was released. The mutant snow golem, the mutant enderman. And you probably have already seen these mobs here. I don't know, maybe in YouTube video thumbnails or in some mod pack series that you have already watched. But it was modernized, becoming cuter, more modern and all that. And nowadays we even have mutant spider pig. Creeper minion. I mean, it's not a mutant, it's tiny, right? And various items. Because if you notice, look, the mobs have special attacks and also drop special items. Skeleton, for example. Shoots an arrow that deals a lot of damage. And then poison, which is poison, right? And they have a quite distinctive effect. The mutant zombie attacks me, throwing myself up, jumping on top of me like a Hulk, breaking things. And he is also really strong. The mutant enderman. You try to attack him here, he starts teleporting, spawning a bunch of clones. Mutant enderman here, bizarre. You go blind and then you die too, right? The attack of the mini creeper. Is it a little explosion? The giant creeper's attack is to keep jumping on you and exploding, but it doesn't die when it explodes. And he also spawns several mini creepers. The mutant snow golem, just like the normal snow golem, it's protective, so it won't attack you. Even if you attack him, he won't attack you. And the mobs drop interesting things. For example, when a zombie dies, it has a unique animation. Oh, didn't it die? Dude, does he have to die more than once, man? Looks like he won't die, huh? Here, he died and dropped the Hulk's hammer. Right-clicking lets you do a very strange attack here on the ground. Defeat the mobs in front of you. She deals a lot of damage too, see? When does the mutant creeper die? Try to get on top of him, explode, and he drops an egg. When this egg hatches after many, many days, it takes a really long time, doesn't it? A baby creeper is going to be born, and this creeper is your ally. For example, it attacks the mobs that attack you. I honestly didn't think he was gonna die, but it is a tameable creeper there. You just have to be careful so he doesn't die. Can you turn regular mobs into mutants too? Throwing this chemistry potion or X, and the mobs will turn into their mutants. And there are also some different armors and all these tools here, including the hand of the enderman that allows you throwing blocks, man. This is really cool. Basically, you right click on a block, throw that block, it deals a lot of damage, dude. And with the shift key, you can teleport using that hand too. In other words, a really cool mod with very overpowered features. With this mod, you add really cool things for a normal Minecraft gameplay. and monsters you can defeat throughout your game. I'll put it here in the fire, along with these other mods. And now it's time for us to travel to 2011, the year of the release of Minecraft, to test the Twilight Forest mod. When you open up the world with this mod, you won't notice many changes. The truth is, the world is much more than normal. However, to start working with this mod, you will open a hole like this in the ground, put infinite water inside this hole, surround that hole with flowers, and throw a diamond inside. And then yes, you will have a portal to Twilight Forest. Para Twilight Forest. You enter this portal and you'll be in the Twilight dimension. I really wanted to show you this mod in the official version that was released back in the year 2011, right? There are some old forums saying about the release, but unfortunately it is very difficult. I found some pretty suspicious files. In the past, old websites also looked very weird and buggy. However, after trying for several hours, I couldn't install it. So I'm on a more recent version of the mod, but it's still the Twilight Forest. And here in this dimension, there are various different structures, like for example, this tower, the Lich Tower. There are some really bizarre flying books in here, like Harry Potter. There are some stairs. That kind of reminds you of Hogwarts too, right? Because there are several paintings and stairs going up and all. But up here you will find the boss called Lich, who is this monster here. And all the monsters here are very powerful and difficult to defeat. It's a whole new dimension, a new adventure, a different progression for you to enjoy in the game. The next structure I want to show you is the labyrinth. You're walking through Twilight. You might come across this hole here. In this hole, show a maze. And in this maze, you might find the Minotaur. You can fight against the Minotaur too. He is not that powerful. At least it doesn't have that much life now, right? Even if it deals a lot of damage? We just need to find out. Yeah, it deals a lot of damage. There's also one of the most famous mobs from the Twilight Forest. You find in this cave here, along Twilight as well. The mob I'm talking about is Hydra, man. Oh, Hydra, look at this. Man, he is very powerful, very crazy, very handsome.
And there's a lot of life.
Good luck defeating one of these. If you encounter it in your world, DTP, now to a structure that promises to be the Yeti's cave. You can also find, flying through Twilight, right? And inside that cave, you find the Yeti. Good luck killing this creature here too. And look, this dimension is very beautiful. It has many cool things to explore. And I'm looking now. This right here, this is the Cloud. A structure where you will find giant trees, okay? Also giant crazy ones. And inside it, you will find a giant you. Look at the giant jelly here. They are trying to attack me. They deal a lot of damage, but I put on resistance so I don't keep dying, right?
Under the cloud, there will be the cave.
Which is a cave with a giant obsidian. So with this pickaxe here, you're going to break it, right? Obviously, I'm going to break it in creative mode so it doesn't take forever. Inside it, there will be a chest. In this chest, you will find the magic lamp. This light bulb here. You use it to deactivate the thorns of this thorny forest. You can hold the right button and create an area effect. Or you right-click on each one and remove the thorns. These spins here stay more friendly, I would say, right? Hey dude, like I said, this mod here is really big. If you want to try the full experience, you can look for tutorials on it, but there's a lot, man. So there's no way I can show everything in this video. It's just that, considering the progression and the level of details and things that this mod adds, and because it was made in 2011, I'm going to place it here along with these other mods in the trophy category, together with Better Nether and the Jurassic Craft mod. And if you like this video, I'll wait for you next week on Monday for another episode of Geleia Labs. Bye everyone!
O Geleia sabe que você é muito legal. Na moral, você assistiu até o final. Uau.